Hello everyone. Our system name is Banana, which is a museum inventory management system. At the top right is our logo, and we are group 3. Group 3 include Guancheng Zhao and Hui Songjiang. In this demonstration, I will cover each of these in turn. Their overview, feature deployment, architectural design, UML design, and challenges, and finally is the demo. Why we build this application? Managing collections through this system will greatly improve the efficiency of the museum and make it easier for tourists to visit. The target audience is museum, custodian, and tourist. Now, the features. First, we adopt front-end and back-end separation. Architecture. The front end is built with React and the back end is built with Spring Boot. In this decoded web tech architecture, front end and back end code are separate with no shared resources. The back end application serves data via API. The next, authentication. After the user logging in, the authentication token will be returned to the user, which is required to be carried in the header of the subsequent request. The third is Redis. We have access to the Redis to provide us with the caching service. Next, HTTPS. The front end and back end communication is based on HTTPS. To implement this, we use the domain and the certificate service provided by AWS. Next, SOAP and RESTful. We combine RESTful service with SOAP REST service. The framework is Spring Boot and the Spring Web Service. Data encryption. We use MD5 and SELT to encrypt sensitive information, such as passwords. The next is single page application. It is for the front end. There is only one HTML file in the entire application, and the transformation of web content depends entirely on the change of the front end DOM tree. For the deployment, we tried multiple platforms for deployment. For the back-end application, we built on AWS Elastic Beanstalk and AWS EC2. For the front-end application, we built on AWS Amplify and Google App Engine. The database is deployed on RDS on Google Cloud Platform and RDS on AWS. And for the Redis, we deploy to the AWS EC2. Now is the architectural design. For the module, we have 5 modules: login, user, inventory, subscript, and appointment. They all contains add, update, delete, and page list with search. What's more, for the notification, we also have SMS and email service module. Service architecture. The user send a request with the front-end service to the load balance, and the load balance will choose one of the ports to send the request. We have 2 ports. The port means the server. When the server receives the request, they will connect to Redis to verify the token. The token is carried in the header by the request. And then the server may connect to the MySQL to query data and do some calculation. Typically, the server will respond the result to the load balance and then to the front-end client. Also, in some cases, the server may need to send a notification. So the server will call AWS email service to send the email or call Twilio to send SMS. The timer is used to realize the function of sending reminder regularly. Follow the architecture of Spring. We have 4 components, 3 layers. The first is controller. It checks parameters and checks the token. The second is the service. It is the main service to the logic process. And UTL contains a lot of tool classes, which is a low level. And also the mapper. The mapper is responsible for the interaction with the database. The dependency is MapBasis framework. This sequence diagram shows the use case. First, log in and get the result and the user search item list. And after querying database, return item list. If the user like, she can subscribe the item, and this will update the database, and the user will get the result. And when the time up, the service will automatically send the notification by SM and email. Here are some challenges. First is the cross-origin resources sharing. It is a common problem in front-end and back-end separation project. To solve it, we need to add the access control origin to all, or just to add a notation in the Spring Boot framework. The second is HTTPS. When we try to communicate back-end service to the front-end service, it tells request has been blocked and the content must be served over HTTPS. Because at first, the back-end service provided the service via HTTP. To solve this problem, we use the load balance and the certification service provided by the AWS. The next is combine SOAP with RESTful. We all know that the typical framework is RESTful. We can using Spring Web Service with the Spring Boot to achieve this goal. For the future work, first, we may realize the microservice structure. This means we can build several services. We combine to provide the service. And the next is we can try more services such as AWS Pinpoint and SNS. This can be used to send message to the subscription, such as email, SMS, SQS, and the Lambda function. And for the notification, we may create a mobile app, and the user can receive the message from the mobile app. Now, let's show you the demo.
Hi, everyone. This is Hui Cong. I'm going to present our web service, Bonanza. This is a museum inventory management system. Okay, let's get started. We start from the login page. As you see, the logo and the title of the system is showing at this corner, and this is a login form. And this login form also has a quick link to the register if you don't have an account. Similarly, in this register form, you also have a quick link to the login. So that means you can go back and forth. Another thing I want to mention in this login page is that before you log in, we have a powerful router that block you into any other pages, which means if you input some nonsense URL, it doesn't work. It always requires you to log in first. Okay, so why not start from register a new account? So username, I just input some random, and password 23 1 2 3. I input 6 once 2 3 1 2 3. As you can see, this form is very smart. It has a confirmation part. That means if you don't input a confirmed password aligned with the previous password, it won't allow you to go on, continue. So it also has a crosshair. A name, this is my name. Email, so that's using my school's email. And phone. Okay, let's register. Okay, if you get registered, and then you will have the registration succeed, and you will find this page automatically redirect to this login after you successfully register a new account. Okay, so we have just used this account. 回从88123123 and login. Okay, here is our the home page of our inventory system. So first, this main page has four parts. The first is the top bar. The top bar consists of the logo, the title of the system, and your name. And then finally, you have a logout button here. And on the left, you have a navigation bar, which you have the inventory, subscription, appointment, settings, and about. And here is our main part. The main part is inventory, is a list of our items in this museum. Finally is the footer, which is a copyright and who created this website. Okay, so in this inventory, you will find this is some columns here. And in this status, we have 4 status, which is store, ready, show, and pair. Each status has different color. And if it is in show, it is green. And it is repair is in orange or red. So in the right-hand side, you have the action, which means if you click this heart, you like this item, you want to subscribe this item in this museum. And in the future, whenever there is a change of status, for example, if the item, the sunflower, changes from the maybe repair to ready or show, you will receive an email from this this management system to remind you, okay, it's there is a good time for you to visit this item. Okay, let's demonstrate that. Okay, we have clicked the action and we subscribe that. It becomes hard. We can select multiple one. Okay, just remember we select 2, 3, and 4. And if we switch to the subscription, you will find our subscription, our preference is shown as here. So basically the subscription is a short list of your inventory, only include with the ones you like. And you can see in this inventory and subscription, you also have the search bar, and you can search different keywords. For example, the type. I found there are a lot of Mona Lisa. Just say Mona. Oh, sorry, this is the name. Yeah, we've seen all the Mona Lisa is here. And if we see painting, we see all the paintings is here. Yeah. Oh, so on the corner of this web page, you also have the pagination and change the position, can change into different pages. Unfortunately, the appointment, we run out of time, so we don't have time to finish these functionalities. So we skip this appointment and go to these settings. In settings, we can change our password. Previously, our password is 6 ones. Here we change it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can update that. We will validate this later. and a name and email. We can also change our email to, this is my personal email. And let's update that. Okay, we also update our personal email. And finally, this is about. About is our contact information and the abstract of this Bonanza project. Okay, we will validate if our new password has been changed. Log out. Please home 8 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, few. Let me see. 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's weird. Let me see. Is that 8 8? Yeah. I input the wrong number. So yeah, let's say the subscription is all right. And let's just say our settings. Yeah, you can see the email has been changed. Okay, so this is so you are visiting this Bonanza museum inventory system as a normal user. So you can also visit this website as an administrator, which enable you have like higher rights to operate the system. Log out and using administrator system account, which is Guanchen. Okay, we have logged in. Different from the previous normal user, we have a user list here. So that means this administrator can handle, can operate, it can do some operation to the users. Let's say this is the user list. We differentiate the normal user with the administrator using the tag and a different color. And we can definitely delete some user if this user we found is a hacker or someone with bad behavior. For example, we can delete this A4, I don't know. Yeah, so here successfully deleted account A4. So we can also add a new user. For example, we can add an administrator, give it a name, Huizong 123, name Huizong, password 1111 111, row, admin, email. Finally, phone. We just give a random phone number, 0001231231234. Okay, let's create this. Okay, in this form, you can also find this star represents required fields. Okay, we successfully add user Huizong 123. And let's check if this user has been added into this list. It should be in the bottom. Yeah, we find this new user. And this is the account we just created. As you can see, this is the email we changed. And this is my phone number. Okay, so this is operation or manipulation of this user based on the administrator's rights. In the inventory, the administrator also has some other actions. First, we can delete some items if we find this item is not necessary or has been sold or has been transported to other museum. So you can delete that. We have a lot of Mona Lisa. We can delete one of them. For example, delete the 10. Yeah, we find the 10 is gone, and here is the prompt. Inform you the item 10 has been deleted. You can also do some change. So for example, if we change this 3 from repair to show and change its location to this and change its time to today and say what will happen, you will see the item has been updated. So similarly, you can also add a new item. As you see, you can, here we receive an email. Why? You still remember 3 is subscribed. 3 is subscribed by the account we just created. So its status changed from the repair to show. So I received an email from this system. Let's see what it informs us. It informs us like the election. So first check our email address. Here, this is GMHC829. This is the email we just created. Let's double check that. Here, this is our email, exactly right. This is my name. And the collection you are looking for, this is roses. Is that really roses? Inventory 3 is roses. It's displaying now because we changed its status from the repair to show. And its location is in F3 and A1. F3 and A1. And the exhibition time is today. So yeah, so here we realize the information system. Yeah. So the administrator also has a subscription list, which basically has the same functionality as a normal user, which is a short list of the administrator's own favorite, own subscription. And the appointment is also skipped. The settings is also gives the administrator a chance to change his own password and his own name. So here we won't demonstrate this again. Finally, we have this about. Yeah, so actually in this website, you find there, so whenever we use the navigation bar, you didn't find the pages refreshed. So because we create this web page using React, and we are using a single page application, which means this web application only has one HTML file, and all the change of these views, these pages are based on the change of the component. That means this frontend, this browser removed some component from the DOM tree and loaded a new component. So this is why you feel the operation of this front end is so smooth and comfortable. And finally, we can log out. Yeah, here basically is a demonstration of our website. I'm very happy to demonstrate this to you guys. As you can see, this website is very well designed and it's very beautiful and reliable. I would be very happy to receive any questions and just email me and my teammates.